Day 34. So, I read Enos a week or so ago, or maybe it was just a few days ago. Anyway, recently. And there's a few things that struck out to me, really struck me. And Enos is one of those books that I've always had a love for. And I had, I think it was a seminary teacher tell me one time to read Enos, the book of Enos, every day for a month. And by the time the month was over, you would understand things in Enos that you never thought possible. Anyway, it was a really neat experience, and yet there was still parts of just reading it again recently that really struck me, and I knew them. However, they sunk in deeper for me. I just wanted to share. One of them was that Enos didn't stop praying. Not only did he pray for a long time, but he didn't stop until he got his answer. He didn't stop. He wanted to be forgiven. And he didn't stop until the voice of the Lord came to him. And this is the part that's fascinating to me, is the voice of the Lord comes to him, tells him he's forgiven. Enos asks, how is it done? And he is saying, because of your faith in Christ. And at the end it says, wherefore, go to, thy faith hath made thee whole. Okay, most of us would stop there and be like, oh, the Lord just told me to go to leave, I'm done. However, then he says, and it came to pass, I heard these words and began to feel a desire. Those are the two things I wanted to talk about. How many times does the Lord say, good, you did it? And as we hear that, do we feel a desire that we're supposed to do something more, or in addition to? I think we are given desire. Nephi talks about the desires of his heart, or his desire. It's all throughout the book of 1st and 2nd Nephi, over and over and over again. Desire, desire, desire. And the angel asks him, what desirest thou? Anyway, we're given, we are prompted with our desires. We are. Okay, I'm going to qualify that a little bit. You obviously have to be able to discern between right and wrong, and maybe sometimes we have really crappy desires. But I think when you're trying to be righteous, you're trying to obey, I think a lot of times our desire comes from the Spirit. We're being prompted. That desire isn't just something that we just really want. It's something to push us to say, oh, the Lord wants me to pray for my brethren. The Lord wants me to pray for the Lamanites. The Lord wants me to pray for this. And I think it goes so much more beyond that. How many times do we think, I should help that person? Or just simple things. I want to be more patient with my kids. Or I want to be a better wife. Or more present, not so up in my head or thinking about other things. When my kids are talking to me, anybody is talking to me, I want to make sure that I'm connecting with them on more than just a physical level, but that I'm looking at them, I'm connecting with them, and I'm showing to them that I love them and that they are important. That's something I want. I desire that. Maybe those are things that I need to be specifically praying for. And like Enos, you don't stop. You don't stop praying until you receive an answer. It doesn't mean that answer is like, oh, okay, now you're magically fixed and you're going to be able to never have any distractions the rest of your days. I don't know. It may be. That may be the answer. And if that's your answer, that's really awesome. But I do think answers come. Whether it's just be patient or, you know what? There's a book. Just be patient. There's a book. I'll help you find it. Or go talk to so-and-so. Or maybe you need to start keeping a journal. Whatever it is, you will be told an answer to your prayer. I wonder if we just quit too early. We just quit too early. And I wonder if we discount those desires. Because I think a lot of us receive that, you did a good job, go to. Go to. Right? Wherefore, go to. The end. And we get up and, okay, good, that's done. Anyway, just things to think about, things that struck me. Those two things, go to and desire. And it was desire, go to, desire, go. It just keeps going. There was a conference talk, the patterns of receiving revelation, and I can't remember who gave it. I don't remember the title, but he said something to the effect of, as he was praying, he said, "Is there anything else?" And the Lord said, "Yeah." And he received more. "Is there anything else?" "Yeah." And he got more. "Is there anything else?" I mean, he said it just kept coming. It just kept coming. Anyway, I think that's amazing. And I think we need to take that to heart. And Enos shows us we need to do that. And that those desires are God-given desires. I'm not going to say in all instances, because obviously not. But in a lot of them, they are. So, have a good night.